Morning everybody, 5th of June, another day in my daily videos of looking after my wife with Parkinson's and dementia. Last night was a pretty good night's sleep last night for both of us. Angie hasn't moved. I put her in bed last night and she was more or less asleep when I was sort of tucking her in, and because she was tired sat on the couch. So she went straight away, and she hasn't moved. She's in the same position. I lay her on her back, and she's still on her back now. I woke her at 8 for the tablets, and that was it. She's just like, I have to put a tablet, in her mouth now and hold the water bottle to one side. I don't bother sitting her up like I used to do. So she takes the tablets and then just, right, Angela, I'll get you up in a bit. So I think we're going. It's our last day here, you see, so. It's a bit drizzly, or it was. It just seems to be clearing up a bit now, so fingers crossed. This weather will pick up a bit, so I think we're going to do a bit of crazy golf. So get on the site here. So yeah, looking forward to that as long as the weather holds off. Kids are looking forward to it as well, so it'll be good. Yesterday we went out to about 20-minute drive from here over the seaside play. I think it was Bridlington, I think it was called. So yeah. Nice little area around there, so we had something to eat, and about £500,000 in the amusement arcades as usual. So, but that's what it's for. That's what it's for. That's what we come away for. Create some memories that the kids will, well, not just the kids, I'll have as well. So, yeah. And then we got back last night, and but she was very tired, Angie, all day, and just sat in a wheelchair, and she doesn't really understand where, what's going on really, where she was. We could have been walking around our, our own front garden. It doesn't matter. She's not really understanding, Oh, we got in the amusement arcade, and she actually had a go on one of the, where you put the 2p in the thing and the push along things. So she managed to get a quids with the 2p's in there of her own. On her own doing, so yeah, that was all right. So, and then back in the back outside. Well, she was sat in the chair all the time while she was doing that, and then granddaughter was looking after her, so it gave me a bit of a break. And granddaughter sort of pushed her around most of the day as well. So yeah, and then we got back here and had a bit of late tea. Well, I just made a sandwich. And then I made her some cheese on toast at about 9 o'clock after the medication. It was at 8, and then off to bed. Yeah. So people have asked a few times, what are the symptoms, or what was the early symptoms that she got? So the symptoms that I first noticed, Angie, was a bit of a shuffly walk, and she had a slight tremor in her foot. Apart from that, nothing really, not really on. But they do say when you get your diagnosis though, you've lost up to about 60% of the dopamine already. So it's really sort of kicked in by the time you get your diagnosis. But there's over 40 different symptoms of Parkinson's, and obviously not everybody gets all 40. Somebody will get that one, them, and 6 or 7 is different, and somebody else. So all Parkinson's sufferers, really, if you could put a group together around the table, and none of them are the same, with the same symptoms. The tremor's a very popular one, but Angie doesn't have the tremor now, so, but that's a very popular one. But there's all sorts, it's one of Angie's worst ones now is the anxiety. The anxiety, especially while we've been here. We've been away from home, you see. She kept looking around and wanting me to sit at the side of her last night on the settee, even though I was trying to organise something for to eat for her and that. So it's just the anxiety thing, She takes the tablet for it, and also, which I'm glad of, because before she was on that, it was a bit naff, you couldn't do anything. So, and now she's further down the line, it'd probably be horrendous now if she wasn't on the tablet. So yeah, so anyway, we're going to get today, see what today brings. I'll get her up in a bit, and I was going to see if she wanted to lie in, but I'm not today. I'll get her up again, and because she could always sleep, you know, while we're pushing her around or whatever we do today. You can always have a nod in a wheelchair. I'll get her well wrapped up. Yesterday, like last night, we had a walk round the site about, I don't know, about 8 o'clock. Well, just before about 7:30, because I give her a tablet at 8 o'clock while we were out. So yeah, wraps up there with a, you know, the shawl around the shoulders and a blanket around her knees and that. So she's not cold when I get her out. So yeah. So yeah, that's me, my daily diary done again for today. So I'll make sure today's another good day for us all, you know, me and your kids especially, and we'll just fight this thing like we normally do, keep trying to push against it. So that'll do me for now. So you do the usual, please, like, share, comment, save me in your favourites. If you're coming across this for the first time, please go back and have a watch right from the start. It was 27th, 28th of April I started them, so you've not got long. They're only sort of 5, 6, 7 minutes long. Yeah, have a watch right from the start, and you'll get a better idea as to my journey, and also, you know, the Parkinson's disease itself, and what it's like being a carer. You know, so you do all that for me, and again, have a look at my granddaughter's Just Giving page, which is on my profile page, because she's doing a walk in aid of Parkinson's in August, because he's just trying to raise money all the time. Because when you think about it, just before I go, there's no, you don't see any charity shops raising money for Parkinson's. You have all the others, don't you? You know, RSPCA, cancer, Help the Aged, all sorts, but you never see a Parkinson's charity shop anywhere, which I find strange, considering it's like the biggest neurological disease in the world. You know, there's like, I think it's 80,000 people a year diagnosed with it, and they don't have charity shops. Don't know why. Right, anyway, that's me done. So you please like, share and comment, and save me your favourites. So you take care now. Bye.